What's Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux. All right, so let's talk about Kakania. So I got Kakania yesterday, and so I want to talk about my first impressions first before we go into anything. So what we did with Kakania is we leveled her up. We got her to I3 level 1 R10. She was sitting at around uh 13,000, almost 14,000 health, right? So Cube was leveled up to level 60, no amps, P0. And so we took her into Hydra. And first thing I did, of course, was pair her with uh, Similwise. And lo and behold, after looking at the extreme talent, we did learn that she doesn't work with Similwise, right? It's very unfortunate. So the health that Similwise is draining from her other allies doesn't help Kakania. In fact, the health drain, if anything, makes it a worse situation for Kakania because it's now draining her health without it actually helping out for the empathy, and it's too much health drain for Kikanya. So it's not a good synergy. It's not a synergy that could even work. Like I wouldn't even put them together because it's the fact that Symbolize on ult takes away health from Kikanya, and Kikanya could end up taking a lot more damage is just not gonna work. So I did I did a little run kind of just testing the Genesis damage from healing. I just threw Ulu in here just because she does a heal on her one attack will give her a heal. And so that does proc Kakanya's heal. It's really interesting when you get high empathy how much damage her uh I3 does. So basically what happens is every time she heals, uh she's pretty much able to do Genesis damage, and uh, you can do that. And once you ult, you kind of reset the empathy. But when she's at high empathy, she's able to just pulse out and just do a lot of healing. Now, one of the problems that came in is when we got into higher levels of, like, let's say Hydra, she was taking too much damage. So I've skipped it here. So we're about to heal up the team. And again, one of the problems is that while, yeah, she takes the damage from the team, if the whole team is being hit with a like major AoE, it's just way too much for her. And so look at this here. So this is the Genesis damage that she's doing. Again, I really like her Genesis damage, but it's it's the situations that you bring her in that could really end up hurting her. So we're gonna heal her here. I'm trying to get her to get her ult. And then I also found that trying to get her ult rotation uh is a little it is a little difficult because she requires a lot more AP than I was like I saw her kit and how it all worked, but she does require a lot more AP. So she fits for a character like Winsong who's wanting to build up cards and everything, but for just normal play, to get that rotation, to get her ult and to get the ult of the DPS, like it's a lot. And so you see here, she just took a huge portion of her health. Of course, she survived, but now we have to spend more AP to heal her. So like you need a really, really strong heal for her because she's going to be taking a lot of damage. While she's taking most of the damage from the team, it's you need a very strong heal for her. And so this is where like I made a mistake here. Uh, I should have, instead of spending AP to get damage, I should have spent the AP to put her buff on herself. That way she could have healed. But she did a good amount of Genesis damage here, 41,000. It's pretty nice, and then you'll be able to see what happens. So we're doing the follow-ups. Now that was good.
The light that illuminates all. Barrage.
right? So we've healed her, and it did like 11,000 Genesis. So like the recorded damage is 30% of the recorded damage, which means to the boss itself, I did about 33,000, and it didn't seem like it was counting that Genesis damage portion from the 41,000 that she did, right? So the 41,000 became because she had it was 1,000% of the empathy that she has, right? So, and again, when she's stacking empathy, when you're taking a lot of damage, like she's doing a lot, right? But hanging out at around this health, it makes it difficult for using her because it's not that. So if I play this clip a little bit more, that she's like she's another option, but she'll get you there. You just gotta like balance out her health though. So I'm gonna see here what's happening. So we're about to get tacked. So she's at like 50% health, which is too low for her at this level of the raid. I'm letting you know now. It's too low. So she's gonna, yeah, you see, she took the damage from us, but at around 50%, the damage that we took, while yes, we didn't die, while yes, we're close to triple S, she died. And that was one of the things that we were kind of going back and forth on the stream, is where it's cool and all that she's taking the damage, but like she's dying from it. So possibly Hydra's not the best situation, because Hydra hits hard at the higher ends, really does. And then, you know, I took her to like a situation of projection of dreams, Lord of Dreams, and that's how we testing this character. The problem with this one is that we were clearing the arms so well that it was just, I mean, it was just pretty much impossible to really take a lot of damage. So this was a situation where we weren't taking enough, and then her empathy wasn't high enough, and then her ult did like no damage, where she went from doing the 41,000, she did like nothing over here because she just wasn't taking enough damage because we were clearing the limbs. So I kind of showed an extreme case where we're taking a bunch and then we were taking nothing, right? So it was just really an interesting first impression. So I went ahead and leveled her up further to give her more health. I put more into her residence, and so we're going to test her today on the live stream. But I wanted to talk about my first impressions with her. Just wasn't impressed the first time, but I know that people who have like high portrayed characters are doing these crazy procs of Genesis, but this isn't what everyone's going to have, right? So like I'm seeing people with these crazy win songs getting these crazy ticks in like those raids, and I'm seeing people with Lucy's getting crazy, but like not everyone's gonna have that. So I tested it with kind of just like a normal team, like the P0 P1 realm, and it wasn't really putting me there. But you know, I'll try testing her with some, I guess, some more wailed out units to see. But just for the free to play, it didn't seem as impactful as I was wanting it. Her kit and what she brings didn't seem as impactful for a kind of free to play team setup. But again, that was first night, just the first couple of hours of having her. So we'll continue working with her. But please let me know what you guys think about her. If you were part of the live stream, add in some stuff. That way people who haven't seen her can think about it. But I will be live as I'm putting out this video. So just hit me up. You can join the live stream, ask questions. We'll continue to play her and test her out. But anyways, you lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lex out.